Hi ladies, this is Karen, and I'm the writer of Little Lesbian, Big Fucking World. And today we're going to talk about Femme Invisibility and how we can stop that. So everyone knows that, not everyone, but all lesbians know that when you come out of the closet, you're not all the way out yet, so you're not in. But what I mean by that is that once you're out of the closet, you still have to come out a step further. Most straight people would assume that you say, I'm gay, I'm a lesbian, woo, and it's like an all-girl orgy. But that's not really true. You also have to choose your sexual identity within the lesbian community. And that can be a little bit difficult when you don't really fit into a stereotype, like, for example, me. First, let's tackle the whole thing about being a femme and how most femmes feel invisible to the lesbian community. So for example, I can go to a club, like in Miami there's really no lesbian clubs, like there's not a specific lesbian establishment that you go every day. They kind of rotate, and most of them are ladies' nights, which means that ladies drink free, and you know, you can't call anything ladies' night without having like lesbians crawling all over it. So when I go to ladies' night, or I go to like a lesbian event, like Pandora events, or Eye Candy events, or like Aqua Girl, whatever, all these like lesbian feasts and parties, I don't usually get talked to by a lot of girls. Now here I am, I'm not just typing this up, like you can see me, I am not despicable, I'm not gross, I'm actually pretty fucking hot, I like to think. But still, I go out to clubs and I don't get girls. I very rare that a girl talks to me. When they do, it's kind of surprising. I'm kind of like, what? You're talking to me? Like, for real? Like, you know I'm gay, right? Like, you know I'm gay. Like, you're not talking to me because you think I'm straight. Okay, so that's basically what happens. So when I'm there and I feel really invisible, I always used to think that I was alone, but I started like Googling this shit, and I realized that most femmes feel invisible themselves. So I'm like, what the fuck? Why do lesbians do this to us? Well, it's not that they're really doing this to us, it's that we're women and we like to protect our hearts. You know, lesbians love, I think, more than any person in the world. You know, we're intense. And when we like someone, we get really excited and really, like, into them. So it's natural that we take rejection really hard. I take rejection hard. I know most girls that are my friends take rejection really hard. So that's kind of like the underbelly of the Femme Invisibility. When a girl sees a hot girl at a club, you look for things that are obvious gay, like gay things. Like, how does she wear her belt? How is she standing? Are her nails short? Is her hair symmetrical? What kind of shirt she's wearing? Is she wearing a dress? Is she wearing flat shoes? Is she wearing boots? Is she wearing heels? How much makeup? You know, all these things gauge how gay a person would likely be. And then, you know, once you see androgynous girls, you see butch girls, you can kind of tell, and you're like, oh, gay thing, gay thing, gay thing, okay, this is a sure bet. More than likely she's gay. If she's not gay, then she looks really fucking gay. So it's kind of like a green light. Like, okay, I can go approach her, because even if she's not interested, she's not going to be like, ew, what the fuck? She's just going to be like, oh, I have a girlfriend, or, oh, you know, I'm just like looking for friends, you know, like, you're really cute though, you know, like, I'm cool with that. I've talked to girls and gotten that kind of response, and I'm cool with that type of rejection. What lesbians are afraid of is that if you go talk to a girl and the girl goes like, oh my god, do you think I'm gay? I'm not gay. What? No, gross. What the fuck? Nobody wants that response, okay? No one wants that response. Whether you're straight, gay, whatever the fuck you are, you don't want a girl to say that you like. So that's why a lot of girls that see a femme lesbian, we don't really have things so they can identify as gay, you know? We don't have, like, that bright light that is like, gay, 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 you know? We don't pick up as easy on the gaydar. So the chances of us reacting to their come on, like, ew, what the fuck, are much greater than, let's say, a girl that is wearing, like, combat boots, you know, like a military jacket, a fucking fitted hat, has a really short haircut and no makeup, and is like, sup, gay. Me, maybe not gay. So that's really what it is behind the Femme Invisibility. So as femmes, we really try to find things that can identify us to other lesbians, you know, like for example, like, I'll wear one earring, and that'll kind of be like a little, like, I see you, you know, or like my hair, I wear my hair like really edgy, or kind of do something that's a little trendy, but a little like far out there, like, you know, like a little too trendy that straight girls wouldn't even do. But I don't want to shave my hair. I don't want to dress like a boy. I don't want to stop wearing heels. I fucking not giving up my makeup. So, you know, we kind of have to compromise, ladies, you know, and also, I'm kind of not the type to go up to a girl and talk to her unless, like, I really, really like her and I find some kind of way of sneaking it in there, because to me it's really awkward to go up to a person at a bar, complete stranger, and be like, hey, what's up? You know, like, that's awkward. I mean, it's awkward when people do it to me, and it's awkward if I do it to someone. So unless we're like in a social setting where I can be like, oh, hey, you know, so-and-so, I know them too, they're fucking awesome, and blah, 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 you know, and that I can take off the conversation. But with a complete stranger, it's like, or it's like pounding music, you know, it's kind of like, hi, I'm Karen, nice to meet you, I'm gay, you know, like, it's awkward. So I'm proposing a thing. One, femmes, stay the way the fuck you are, okay? Like, you're a femme, you're feminist, we need you. We need all kinds of lesbians. We need to show the world that we're completely normal. We come in an array of colors and sexualities and beauty and, you know, femininity, masculinity, and the mix in between. So please don't stop that. And the rest of lesbians, stop trying to think that we're not gay. Like, chances are that if we're in a gay bar, we're probably gay. We probably want to be gay. We're probably on the gay side of the spectrum, wherever it may be. So stop being pussies about it. Ask us to dance. Get to know us. And, you know, I know a lot of femmes that worship pussy, okay? I know a lot of femmes that give the best head of the planet, so, and can rock a strap-on like no other bitch. So stop assuming that we can't, because we really can make you feel good, and we're not going to chicken out of it. And you know what? I've dated bisexual, I've dated straight girls, I've been cheated on with guys. It fucking sucks, but I'm alive. I didn't die. I didn't kill them or their boyfriend, even though I wanted to. So, you know, it's just, you try it and it doesn't work and you move on. But you can't dismiss a complete type of woman, the femme, just because you're fucking afraid that we're going to be like, ew, what the fuck? Like, more than likely, if you're at a gay club or you're at ladies' night and there's a million dykes walking around, you either, one, are like, oh shit, this is a gay club, I'm leaving. Or two, like, oh, okay. And if you say, okay, I'll stay, then if you get hit on by a girl, you kind of expected it. So stop being pussy, girls. Like, I promise that I'll stop being a pussy and that I'll approach more girls and that I'll stay being a femme as beautiful as I am. And I want you guys to promise that when you see a femme at a club and she's by herself, that you'll talk to her and that you won't assume that she's just some straight girl, some confused girl that's just out there to try it out, you know? Chances are she'll already tried it. She